Hello, welcome to the CoManage Starter webinar. Today I'm going to show you all of the starter functionalities which are available in CoManage. During the webinar, anytime you can send your questions in our chat, so don't hesitate to ask them. Now we're going to start. I'm going to show you the CoManage tool and share my screen. When you start your trial in CoManage and you already registered, you enter this screen. As you can see, we have no contacts or invoices in our screen yet because we didn't make them yet. First, we're going to add some of our team information. If I add here a VAT number of a Belgian company, some of the information is already filled out, which is available in a database. I'm going to fill out the number here and check what happens. As you can see, some of the address information is already added. We have a business name, we have an email address, and if you want, you can also add your bank account number and the phone number. You see your team members here. Now we're ready to start. On the left, you see all of the functionalities of CoManage. Here we're going to first create an offer. You can start by creating a new offer here, to click on the button, or you can start here. I'm going to say this is a CoManage starter package. Here I'm going to select a contact. Since we have no contacts yet, we're going to add a new contact first. Here it's the same. If you have a VAT number of a Belgian company, you can fill it out and some of the information is already filled in for you. As you can see, the address information is added. We can select here if it's a customer or a supplier. We will select customer. And a lot of other information can be filled out as well. For example, here we can say it's not a Dutch customer, but it's an English customer. You can add bank account information. You can add extra recipients. You can add notes. You can see all of the invoices and offers which were made for this contact. Now we click on Use on Offer. As you can see, the contact is already saved for us automatically. We click on Use on Offer, and here you see that the contact is selected on the offer. Now we are going to fill out the other information. As you can see, since we set our language for this customer to English, the offer is immediately made in English. Our currency is euro, and if we want, and if there is already an order or an invoice available for this offer, we can add their number here. We see our offer number created here, an offer date, which is set to today, and we can select a due date, for example, in 14 days. Here we can also select our PDF template. I'm going to select this one, which was already created for our demo. Here we can add an intro text if we like, and I'm going to start by creating a regular line. I say here, CoManage starter package. It's not one word, but I'm going to select piece here and say the price is 175 euros for a year. I can add extra text if I like, and attachments if I want. You don't have to add your terms and conditions here because we have in our settings a field for that where we can add them, and they will always be added to your offers and invoices. We click on Save, and then if we like, we can view our PDF here. This is what our offer looks like at the moment. You see the information we filled out, and here is some standard text which was already added to our template, but I will show you that later. If we like, we can send this offer to our client via email. In Belgium, you can also send it via post, which is done by bpost. And here, if you like, you can also change your email message for this current offer. But if you like, you can also change all of your email messages in your settings. I'm going to click on cancel. So now we saved our offer and we're going to our offer overview. Here you see all of the offers you created. Since my offer was approved, I'm going to put my status to approve. You can click here on the arrow because I want to make an invoice of this offer. So I click on make invoice. Here you see that a lot of fields which we already saw for creating an offer are the same for creating an invoice. I do want to give them a payment reference. This can be a free input or can be a structured one. I want to take a structured one. See my invoice date, and I'm going to set the due date to 14 days. I also want to send an automatic reminder. And I will show you later in the settings how you can change those reminders which are sent. And I'm changing my PDF template to this one. Here, if I want to add an intro, I can add it. You see the lines I already added on the offer. And here again, if you want to add extra text or attachments, you can do that. I'm going to click on Save, view my PDF. You can see it is still a draft. So I can put my invoice on pending. And then I can go to my overview. And here I see my invoice which I created. If you like, or if you made some fault in your invoice, you can also create a credit note for this invoice. Click on New Credit Note, and a credit note is immediately created, as you can see. Click on Save. So now we know how to do that as well. There are also some other possibilities here in CoManage. For example, costs. Here I can add new costs. If I click on the button, you see all of the fields which can be filled out. These are costs you make yourself. You can fill out all of the fields here. For example, a title, select a contact, VAT type, what the cost totals are, cost type, date, etc. When you give your cost a title, for example, webinar cost, then you can also select a file here to also have a file of your cost. If we save them, all of your costs will be shown in this overview. You can also export your costs in UBL format, and this can be uploaded by almost any of the bookkeeping systems on the market. So your bookkeeper will be also happy about that. You can also do an import or an export of your costs. Then we also have a section of orders, and for that it is interesting if you, for example, have products you sell you can also make orders of that. So if you want to add a new product or a new service you have, then you can click here. You can fill out the product name. You can fill out a unique identifier number you maybe have. A cost per unit, price per unit. You can select it all. If there is a default discount for this product, you can set it here. And for example, if you have bulk prices, you can add them as well. It is even possible to enable stock. And then you can add your stock here, and every time you select a product for your offer or for your invoice, the stock will lower. So you have an overview of your stock here. Projects and time registrations are both functionalities which you can find in other packages of CoManage. I would like to show you this. We have a little statistics area. Here we see our invoice and our offer, which we just created. Here you get a monthly overview of all of your invoices, offers, and costs you had. So now we're going to our settings. We have some general settings which we can set. For example, default units, and you can add more if you like. And here we go to our invoices. Here again, we can set some defaults. So if your default language is mostly English, we can set it to English. If you work with a different currency for most of the times, you can also select your other currency. Here you can say something about recurring invoices, your default settings for sending your emails, because the emails are sent from CoManage. You can change your number format if you like. So if you don't want 4 digits, you can change that as well. Or here. You can upload your own logo. So our logo is already added, but if I click here, we can add a new logo if we like. And I already showed you the PDF templates. So here you can make your own PDF template. A lot of the stuff you see on these templates can be changed. So if we want to add our own template, we click here, choose one of the layouts as a basic, and then we start adding here all of the things we would like. So for example, we can adjust the size of our logo. We can decide on the business info we want to show. So if you want to add another variable, for example, the owner first name, you can add it here. You can say my info always should be in English. Here are some of the other things you can toggle off or on. For example, if you don't want to show made by CoManage, you can toggle it off. You can decide on what you want to show in the line columns. Do you want to show all of the information or only some? You can add a standard intro text or extra text. You can add footer text. For example, if you want to show your business information in the footer, you can also add it, or an email address which they can also always send to. You can add it here. You can change styles. So if you have a certain color which you always use for your own branding, you can change it here. You can select other font types. Select margins. You can also add your own background if it's in PDF, and add other attachments. Then you click on Save. and the PDF template is updated and will be shown if you select your PDF templates in your invoice or offer. And you can also say, I want to copy it to, for example, offers. If you really like your template you made, you can copy it and then change it later if you want, if you click on the edit button. Here you have PDF translations. So for example, these are the translations in English, but you can also change it for the other languages if you want to have PDFs of other languages as well. Here are the mail templates I was talking about. So this is a standard text, which is already in here, but you can change it if you like. You can do this for your invoice, but you can do it also for your reminders. So here you can change the text of a reminder, which is sent if the invoice is 7 days overdue or due in 5 days. As I already told you, you can change the order in which reminders are sent. So one is due in 5 days, and now one is sent in 7 days overdue. But you can change that. So if you like to send one, if it's 5 days overdue, you can do that as well. If you want to remove one, that's also possible. And here you can set your terms and conditions. So now I fill this out. You can add 2 columns or 1 column or 3 columns, and it's already always shown on the next page in your when you send an invoice or offer. So the same can be done for offers, for example, or for credit notes. You can put the settings to things that you like. I would like to show you our different packages. So now we were talking about the functionalities of the starter package. It's really nice if you are an employer, or if you are an entrepreneur or a freelancer, and you want to have all of the basics. As you know, you can manage your customers, invoices and offers, you can manage products, you can set recurring invoices and automatic reminders, you can add other users, but then you have to do an additional payment per month, and you can check your statistics. You can be billed by monthly or yearly. So this is the monthly price, this is the yearly price. If you want to have functionalities like time tracking or project management, then you should go to another plan. And you can find them here to see what can be found in these packages. If you want to select a plan, select it here, and then just follow the steps in your payment. It is really easy. So this was what I wanted to show you in this starter webinar. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. If you have any questions, you can always ask them, and we want to help you further. There are also on YouTube nice videos which can help you a bit further. And I hope to see you soon in CoManage. Bye-bye.